Hello, hey everybody, happy Thursday. It's focus group day. Yes, I know. But excuse me, I absolutely didn't feel right going into focus group without sharing this with the entire community. I'm going to make this one quick just to let everybody know if you didn't feel this. First, welcome to our new, by the way, I did see a few new members. I will acknowledge you guys. I'll come and do an update probably later today or if not tomorrow morning so that I can give a proper welcome. The love train's continuing to grow, but I wanted to jump in here real quick and show you guys what happened. So yesterday, right, we had this business. That was that, right? The weirdness continues. So you can see right here this delineation where it's like, whoo, what is here? Looks like it's nothing. It wasn't nothing. Didn't feel like nothing to me. And my guides are snarky, and this is what they showed me. They showed me Cupid with the arrow and how when pulls back on the bow, this was that tension pulling back. It has to do with the magnetics. Listen, I'm not a scientist. I just go with what they tell me. But basically, and it does make sense, that a magnetic pull from Gaia drawing back to pull in this light. And they said, and then the release, obviously, it's, Cupid's arrow is bringing us this light, which is love frequency of love. So they asked, are you all open to receive this? And we give a hearty yes, because this looks better than the blender we were in, right? That stop and start, stop and start. This I could feel last night. It was weird. The tops of my feet were cramping, which I'd never had. Like I've had toes, right? Toes lock up, and I had been guzzling water all day. And so I, of course, tuned in and was like, okay, what is going on with the tops of my feet? They were like, me having a seizure. And it was part of this. This is the weirdest image they gave me, but they showed the water in my body being stretched out of it and but still not completely gone. It's weird. All I could tell you is like an image of the water draining out, getting alchemized, and then flowing back in. And so I knew, I know any kind of cramping in the body means give it some more water. Definitely been alchemizing my water. The water ritual will be, I'm getting together with Samantha today after focus group to do that water ritual. Now I see why they're really, really stressing this because, right, our body is mostly water. So as we deliberately intend what's in that water as we're putting it on our body, that's really going to help with the integration. This came with heat. It did not wake me up. The heat my body did, but I didn't wake up till like maybe 4, so maybe an hour before I usually do. And I felt the heat, but again, the peaceful mind was there and I felt extremely grounded. Like this always feels good to me. For some people, it gets them, right? It gets that nervous system going. So there is so much going on here with physical upgrades. This is heavy, and we know this means wake up little Susie, right? This is gonna shaky, bakey, wakey a lot. So we have to have compassion. It feels like to me with all the upgrades we've been having in the upper chakras, right? Which is the telepathy and the intuition coming back online, that's the kindest and gentlest way to awaken people who've been believing a lot of the BS in the third dimension for their whole life, right? This current human life, right? This current human life, they've been and possibly many before, right? But so all of a sudden they're questioning their belief system, and that has to come from within. It's nothing that convinces you. It's not from another person. This is why the guides say, don't try to convince someone to wake up. If you notice that they have a curiosity, they need to know it comes from within. What are you feeling in your heart? What do you feel in your heart? Go into your heart space and just slow your breath down and go from there. This is why, like, for anybody who still watches the news, you are literally turning on an old timeline that you want nothing to do with and bringing that timeline into your present as creator and saying, okay, I'm going to re-experience this. And, trust that if there's information you need, you will intuitively be guided to go seek it versus turning on the television and then just being a garbage can for 3D energies that are not serving you anymore. And I know that many of you are in these, like, right, kind of swinging back and forth because this is purging like heck. Things that no longer fit are just going to feel like they fit less and less and less. You do not make big decisions when this kind of energy is going on, really focusing on the stillness and integrating it. And those of you coming to focus group, that is exactly, the guides knew exactly. I kept waiting and waiting, and I was like, when's this activation coming in? It came in this morning, and then when I looked at this after the activation came in, because I was like, gosh, I'm still feeling this heat. So I pulled this like just 2 hours ago, so you can see there's still probably some remnants, and I'm feeling it in the upper chakras still, so I feel like it's still ongoing. And anyway, I wanted to jump in here and let everybody know that we're going to have a beautiful remedy. It feels like a remedy. It is an activation, it's an alignment and a stabilization. They're throwing everything at us, understanding that this is a lot for us to integrate. I'll show the Shakalaka chart really quickly. And then, cause I got to do my thing and get into my focus group container, which is so yummy. It is just so yummy. Okay, so here you go. This was yesterday, right? We had that purge span. And then here you can see in that where it looks like it was pretty calm in the chakra zone. But that was because those magnetics were being stretched back to allow this. And really this all has to do with Gaia, by the way. She did a big jump, right? I don't know, 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. It's on one of my recordings. But what's happening is, so now she's adjusting her frequency and we must go along with her, right? And so it's all this continued harmony with her and us continuing to step into our power and allow, please love your body. It is the vessel, it's your messenger. And when you get to a point where you stop going, oh no, what's wrong? That's the 3D way of thinking, and just say, okay, what's the message you have for me? What's the message? I knew immediately when my feet were cramping, I was like, okay, I know you want water. I know you want water. And I literally said, allow this water to go wherever it needs to go and expand and expand and expand so that it can soothe my body. And it worked. And again, crystals, I've got my obsidian rock and my beautiful crystal that I got in Sedona. Crystals have amazing power right now it's going to help your body integrate. So that's what I got for right now, guys. I told you it'd be a quick one. I got to be in and out because I do want to get into a proper energetic container to host focus group. I will see you guys in there in a few minutes, those of you who are attending. And everybody have a beautiful, enjoy this light, receive it. It's love energy, quite literally. There's light codes with this, but in the end, this is all in our best and highest good. And whenever we get a big blast of light like this, it always feels better, and it's going to help your body to feel better